and I should be live. So before I should begin, we better do my audio test first. So at the moment, I'll test my voice right now as it is, then I'll load up Final Fantasy 2, and then I could do the test with the game audio as well. So, let me just test this audio out first. So if you guys give me a few seconds, I'll definitely do it. Well, that sounds pretty good. I don't think there's crackling. If there is, then I truly apologise. Anyway, guys, let's load up Final Fantasy 2, and I'll do my second audio test on that. So, let's load it up, huh? So, Final Fantasy 2. I definitely gotta say, Final Fantasy 2, to me, honestly, is a very underrated Final Fantasy game. And yes, I'm playing the Pixel Remastered version of Final Fantasy 2. There's many versions I could be playing of Final Fantasy 2, but at the moment, I'm playing the Pixel Remastered version, so I'm definitely going to give myself another audio test. So just give me guys a few moments, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. So give me a few seconds. Well, to me personally, it sounds okay, I think. Anyway guys, I'm Dark Knight 1987, the Lone Wolf, and I'm starting up some Final Fantasy 2 Pixel Remastered version. So without further ado, let's load this game up and let's see what this game is all about. And I can definitely say, I do like this Final Fantasy game. Anyways, I'm definitely going to start up a new game. So we got our characters here. Farion, Maria, Guy, and Leon. I think I'm happy with the default names at the moment. Start the game with these names? Yep. Most definitely. Now loading. A long live peace. Yes, very peaceful. Gotta say, I love these pixel remastered versions of Final Fantasy 2, and it's an end. It's at an end or whatever. I can't read it properly because, yeah, it went a little bit too fast for my liking at this stage. And I'm hoping it's not too loud. If it is, then I truly apologise in advance. The Emperor of Palamecia has called forth monsters and has begun his campaign. Okay, how am I supposed to read that fast, man? But give me a break, man! A rebel army arose in the kingdom of Flynn to thwart the schemes or whatever. As I say, I can't read that fast. But the rebels' castle fell to an all-out war. And they lost the war, which kinda sucks, man. Retreat, peoples! Retreat the castle! With little choice, the rebels withdrew to a remote town called Altar or whatever it's called. As I say, I can't read that fast. 4 youths from Flynn also found themselves, they also lost their parents at the hands of the Empire, but their escape wasn't over. It definitely isn't, because we get ourselves our first battle with Final Fantasy 2. And don't think you're gonna win this battle, man. This is a scripted battle where you're destined to lose, so yeah, don't think you're gonna get a game over right here. Because I experienced that for the very first time when I played Final Fantasy 2. 1 hit kill, 6 shots, 676 damage. See? 1 hit kills, my party is down, and no game over screen. Because it's scripted, man. Very much scripted. Will he live? He will. I have such a strong life force within him. He should regain consciousness soon. We found them like this on the escape from Flynn, fallen from terrible wounds. By the time we brought them here, I feared it was already too late. His life is not in danger. This sigil will strengthen his life force. We should let him rest now. Of course. We'd best be off to the meeting. I imagine they're already waiting for us. If the Empire is allowed to complete the dreadnought they're building in Basque, their attack will begin in earnest. We cannot sit idly and watch. We must act. Yes, we definitely got to act indeed, man, before they build that dreadnought. Or it's going to spell the end of us and the whole entire world as you speak it, huh? Where am I? Leon? Maria? Guy? Where are you? I know, right? Where do the guys go? A party disbanded, man. Varian, you're alive. I thought you'd... I'm fine, Maria. You seem alright too, Guy, but wait, where's Leon? Princess of Finn saved us, but Leon's not here. I see. Don't worry, I'm sure he's okay. Yeah, I'm sure that he's okay indeed. And now we're gonna go and see the king, right? That is our first order to this game. Now we're gonna see Hilda. Okay. So, you regain your strength. Very good. Your life force is strong indeed. It was you who saved us, wasn't it? Thank you. Forgive me, your highness, but there is something I must ask of you. Please let us join the rebel army. I could never allow such a thing. You know nothing of battle. You would only be throwing your lives away. You should return to your homes. But we have no homes, not anymore. The Imperials attacked, and our parents... I am truly sorry, but that changes nothing. I cannot permit you to join our army. If you're nowhere else to go, you're welcome to stay here in LTR. If you know our password, you should be able to live here well enough. The password is Wild Rose. Remember it well. Yeah, so in this game, you get specific words you can actually learn, and those words are actually going to help you proceed through the game. So first, you got to learn the word Wild Rose, which is okay. They can ask about it if you really wanted to. The Wild Rose is the insignia of the Kingdom of Finn. It represents our hope for a flourishing future of strength and beauty. But what will become of Finn now? I've heard that the Empire's captives suffer there in confinement, even as we speak. Maria, your brother Leon is missing, is he not? It's possible that he's being held in Finn as well. But Finn is far too dangerous to travel to now. The Emperor's beast still stalk the streets. Gaining entrance to the city would not be easy. The man at my right is Minwu, the white wizard who tended to your wounds. Speak with him before you leave. He may be of assistance. Okay, we can definitely do that, man. There's our controls, huh? Good old controls. Gotta get used to them first. Now let's talk to Minwu and see what's gonna happen next, huh? I see your destiny clearly. The future it holds seems closely intertwined with my own. You will begin your journey to Finn. This is the first step towards realizing your fate. And we're gonna asking about the wild roses. You're wasting no time using the password. Heed well the information it brings you. You can learn much of value to listening. I offer you one more bit of advice before you depart for Finn. Foes who have fallen in battle can be revived at a sanctuary. Should one of you fall before you reach Finn, go without hesitation to the nearest sanctuary. Okay, that's pretty fair enough to know. So you can actually use Phoenix Downs as well, but Phoenix Downs in the earlier Final Fantasies, from what I remember, they're pretty damn expensive. I could be wrong about that. And there's the king. Let's talk to the king. An arrow struck me in the back during the battle. leave me in this state. Perhaps I have grown old. My daughter Hilda now serves as regent. You should speak with her. I thought there was a treasure chest in this room, but I am completely mistaken. But I definitely know, in one of these rooms, there's definitely a treasure chest or two. And there's definitely nothing in this area. Or did they remove it? No, I don't think they did, right? I'm sure there's a room that has some treasures. Nothing happened! Well, that kind of sucks, man. There's definitely something that's going to happen here later, right? I can guarantee you. Or maybe there is, maybe there isn't. There's our first treasure chest. And it contains a potion! Nice! We definitely need those potions. I'm also going to say, probably all of this part, I'm definitely going to be grinding my characters up a little bit. That's probably all I'm going to be doing in this particular part. We're definitely going to find out soon, huh? So, how much cash have we got? We're going to see us 400 gil. So you can buy potions or whatever you want to buy. You can buy magic, armor, weapons, all that kind of jazzy stuff. That's the sanctuary right there. At least they actually made a mini-map. Do we want to buy magic or weapons first? Because weapons is pretty vital to our cause as well. What can I do for you, sir? Well, you can buy knives, staffs, javelin, or a broadsword. I usually like using broadswords. So if you want your characters to all have broadswords, you can do that. But for this stage, I'm going to buy a javelin. I'm going to buy a javelin for Guy, and I'm going to buy... let's give a broadsword to Maria. That should do at this stage. Let's go to equipped. That's right, you can use left hand and right hand. So you can buy 2 weapons if you really wanted to. Or maybe you can't at this stage. 2 broadswords? I don't think so. Okay. What about the buckler? And we get ourselves the axe. But is the broadsword stronger than the axe? It's really not, which is kind of a disappointment. Can I put the broadsword? I can. That's a very great start to our situation. Now let's buy some magic so I can work on my magic as well. So let's get over there and work on my magic. I probably don't have enough for all of my team members, but let's take a look, shall we? We can only buy... Probably only buy 1 at this stage, and I'll give that to myself here. As I say, it's kind of expensive early in the game as well, so that's okay to know. So let's go to items, go to fire tomb, and learn the fire spell. And the more battles you can take with fire, the more it's going to level up. Because this game works like the Romancing Saga series and the Saga Frontiers as well. Like, it doesn't work like a traditional Final Fantasy, so don't expect any level ups in this game besides your weapons, armors, HP, all that kind of jazzy stuff. Like, it's going to be kind of tedious, but at the same time, you can break this game, man. So, for example, you want to work on your magic, you use fire, you use your magic, you can also defend as well if you want to, because that should work on your defense, hopefully. Have I been poisoned? I've been poisoned, man! God dang it! Poison's not a great start to this game, is it? Gotta use fire once again, use attack, and attack again. And kaboom! Take a 30 to the face. And I'm assuming it's not working because Maria is in the back row. And you can kind of change that. Okay, what exactly do we get here? Maria level 1, okay. So HP goes up by 10, MP goes up by 5, and our magic defense goes up to 1 times 13%, stamina goes up to 11, and magic goes up to 6. And that's pretty good to know. So let's keep leveling up until we can earn enough cash to buy some more magic spells, all that kind of jazzy stuff. Like if I want to work on my attack right now, my weapons, or whatever I'm doing at this stage, just use your weapons. And you can defend as well, I suppose. Boom, boom. We're doing some more damage now, which is always great. And those enemies are down, nice and easy. So Maria's sword leveled up, Maria's shield leveled up, Guy's sword leveled up, and Guy's axe leveled up as well, which is always great. I don't exactly know who's... Okay, that's Maria. So her invasion goes up by 10%, which is always great. And Guy's invasion goes up by about 4%, which is pretty decent. That's a good increase, isn't it? So I'm going to use a little bit of both. Like I can level up my magic, and I can work on my weapons as well, which makes the situation a little bit easier for our cause. And you can defend and all that kind of stuff as well. I think that stuff levels up as well, defense. I could be mistaken, but then again, what do I know? It's been a while since I played the game. Okay, to see if your magic leveled up, I think you have to go into magic. I think that's what you have to do. And you still got a long way to go, which is always great, isn't it? Have I got enough for a magic spell? I've got enough for one more. So I could give that to Maria or Guy at this stage. It doesn't really matter at this stage. Just work on your leveling up at this stage before we go to our next area, which is called Finn or whatever it's called. And nobody levels up in that battle, which is kind of disappointing, but it's a good at the same time. But keep using that magic. If you want to level your magic up, that's what you got to do. Keep using your magic. Work on your weapons, or yeah, whatever you want to work on. And I'll be right back because I might have a visitor. So just give me a few seconds. MP goes up by 6, and magic defense goes up by 1%, and magic goes up to 7. And that is Farron. And he's the only guy that levels up in that particular battle. So, just give me a few seconds and I'll be right back. I don't think it's like a visitor because I don't exactly hear any knocking on the door, which is always great. So guys, before we can continue, I'm definitely going to test my audio just to make sure it's okay, because I don't want my voice being drowned out by the audio, if you know what I mean. So just give me a few seconds and I'll definitely test it. Well, it sounded pretty good to me. I don't mind playing a classic Final Fantasy because it's more exciting than the modern day Final Fantasies, because they can be very, what can I say, very, not the best. Like, I prefer my turn-based combat any day over these action RPGs, to be honest with you. And you can also go like that, but it's not going to be as strong when you do a group kind of fire attack. Do I know what I'm saying? I kind of do, but at the same time, I kind of don't. But I played enough of this game to know what I'm actually doing at this point. So Fire 1, that's what it's called. But yeah, if you really want to call it a fire, you can just call it Fire, Fira, Faraga, and all that kind of stuff, huh? Gonna work on my weapon again so I can get it leveled up. Take 6 damage, nice. Our weapons are leveling up pretty damn quick at this stage. And I think weapons do actually level up a lot faster than your magic, which that's always great to know. So work on your weapons if you have to work on your weapons. Or you can just stick with the same weapons, I suppose. So let's go buy some more magic for my other party members here. I can buy one more at this stage. Cure's pretty important as well. So I'm gonna buy... Let's buy a fire. We can only buy one at this stage, which is kind of disappointing, or we can use Cure. And I'll give that to Maria, because I think she deserves it. So go to items, go to Fire Tomb, give that to Guy. And we give the Cure Tomb to Maria. And the best way to work on that as well is to just keep using your magic. Use your magic, use your weapons, all that kind of stuff. I don't need to tell you guys this kind of stuff. Especially if you played like Romancing Saga and all that kind of stuff. It just makes your situation a lot better if you know what you're doing in these kind of games. Because it's different to your regular Final Fantasy, isn't it? Because you guys are probably used to using like just attacks and all that kind of stuff and leveling up the old-fashioned way. But this was different for its time. And I'm definitely gonna say I love the difference with the mechanics in this game as well, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, so Guy, his intellect goes up by 1, huh? Very interesting. So what exactly does intellect do? Do you guys know? Just let me know in the chat. Gonna keep using that magic. I think Cure might actually level up a little bit faster. I could be wrong on the matter there. But keep grinding for your money to learn spells and just level up as good as you can before your first area. Because as I say, you can actually break this game. And Furion, he just keeps taking that damage. And we got ourselves Fire level 2, nice. That's always great to know. Maria's MP goes up by 5. And her magic goes up by 1. That's a pretty good increase. Early in the game, that is. And if you guys are afraid of dying, just save your game every now and then. Because I'll save you a lot of hassles. Gotta work on my weapons. And I'll work on Cure, because that's definitely a good thing I should be doing. Our attack's missed at this stage, which kinda sucks. Good time to use that. Kinda running out of magic, so that's always great. Always rest at the inn if you really need to as well. And we go like this, go like that. Just make our situation a little easier for ourselves. The axe does a lot of damage. That's always great because I believe it leveled up. And Furion's sword gains a level, and his shield also grows a level as well. Invasion, he goes up by 10%. So he's going to be pretty good there. Then you get Guy, his MP goes up by 5, and his magic goes up by 1%. Or just 1, I should say. And we still don't have enough for anything good. But we're definitely going to rest, which I can't exactly rest at the moment. Going to use Fire 2 again. Attack normally, and use some Fire. Like you see how basic it is to level up? I would actually find it easier to level up like this than in your traditional RPG. And Furion's MP goes up by 7. There you go, now we're talking. And his magic goes up by 1. And you get Maria, her HP goes up by 5. Her evasion goes up by 1%. And her agility goes up by 1%. And Guy, look at his fucking HP. He went up by 15. And his MP goes up by about 6. And magic goes up by 1. And his magic defense goes up by 1%. Pretty good stats. Any kind of stat increase is always great. Especially your magic defense and your physical defense. And you can rest in this area. It only costs 56 gil. It doesn't really matter if you're grinding at this stage. Because you're grinding for your gil, and you're grinding for your equipment and your magic. So just keep doing that, and you should be fine to go through this game. Like, it's just nice and easy, man. And you can actually make it to the castle. Am I thinking of the original Final Fantasy? I could be thinking of the original Final Fantasy. Gonna keep grinding a little bit. I don't know if there's like a fast forward button, because if there is, I'm definitely going to be using it soon. It doesn't matter about wasting magic at this point, because we're actually working on it to level it up. And my magic is getting pretty damn strong. except for Guy's magic, because he's still level 1 at this point. He's got Fire 1. And we're going to work on our weapons again, just to level those up as well. And it doesn't matter if you take shots, because that's going to help with our HP, I believe. So Furion, yes, he gets a good increase. He gets 11. And his intellect goes up by 1. Pretty interesting, huh? You see how easy it is to level up? Pretty damn easy, man. I don't know why they simplified it, but to be honest with you, it spawns another series called Romancing Saga. And then you get the other games like Saga Frontier and all of those kind of games like that. If you enjoy those games, yeah, just keep playing them, man. Gotta keep using those cures. Get to Cure 2 and Fire 2 for Guy. And save up that money so we can actually do some decent stuff, huh? And yes, I'm a grinder, so if you don't like me grinding like this, well, what can I say? Don't watch the video, right? Because I love grinding, man. I love being as strong as I possibly can. I don't want to be too OP if you know what I mean. And Furion's MP goes up. That's a big increase there. That's like a 12 or something, right? Maybe even 8. And magic goes up by 1, and his magic defense goes up by 1%, and Guy's strength gains 1 extra stat, which is always great. And we can almost buy another spell for one of our team members. So how's magic going? She's almost going to learn Cure 2, Fire 2 is getting there, and Fire is also getting up there as well for Guy. And we've been ambushed, and now they're going to attack us first, which is always great, isn't it? So yeah, just try and get your magic up as fast as you possibly can. Because your magic is going to be goddamn strong in this game, man. As I say, you can actually break it. If you know what I'm doing. Because I remember when I first played this game, I got to the final boss, and it was no hassles at all. Like, it was like an easy challenge. I don't know about this time around, because it's been many years since I played this game. And getting the ultimate weapons in this game is also going to be another pain in my ass as well. But I'll definitely grab those as soon as possible. There we go, gonna try and change my weapons so I can use bows and all those kind of weapons. And Guy's level actually gets to level 2. And Guy's HP goes up by quite a bit. That's, I would say about, I'm no good with math at this moment. And stamina goes up by 1. But that is a good stat increase for Guy. Like, he's going to be like a HP dude at this point. Like, he's got 70 HP compared to our rest of our team members. We need to take the shots, I'm presuming. And use that fire again until we run out of magic. We're going to be too OP here in a minute with our magics. And I'm still feeling pretty nervous, so I truly apologise. As I say, I'm not much of a talker, so trying to come up with things to say is going to be a little bit hard for me, so I'll try my best to do commentary on Final Fantasy 2 as much as I possibly can. Yes, we get Cure level 2, that's always fantastic. Then we get Magic Defense by 1%, and her MP goes up by 7, and Magic goes up by 1. And I could possibly buy 2 spells at this stage. We definitely need to give spells to our most important team members. I suppose it doesn't matter who you give it to, as long as they all got their stat bonuses and good magic early in the game, it'll give you a good head start. So I'll buy a Fire Tomb, and I'll buy a Thunder Tomb. Like, it's a shame I can't buy 2 at this stage, but that's okay. So I'll give the Fire Tune to Maria, and I'll get the Thunder Tone to Fearon. I can't say his name properly, but you know who I mean, right? The main character to Final Fantasy 2. also makes it into Dissidia Final Fantasy, huh? He's a pretty decent character to use in Dissidia. Like, I could play one possible Dissidia game in the future, but at the moment, yeah, I'm gonna be playing Final Fantasy 2 for the time being. So now we can actually use Thunder, and she can use Fire, and I'll work on Guy's weapon at the moment, I suppose. One-shot KOs, you're gonna love those. Those are pretty damn decent, man. I'll try and level up as fast as I can. But I'm sure there's like a fast forward button, right? To make this a little bit faster. I hope they added that feature, but I'm not exactly sure if they did or didn't. We'll definitely find out in the future, I suppose. So keep using that magic, man. And if you want to work on Guy's magic, you can also do that as well. Because it doesn't really matter at this point what you actually do. But I need to work on my HP, because HP is pretty vital at this point. Especially for Maria. Her MP goes up by 6%, magic goes up by 1, and her magic defense goes up by 1%. And look at that Gil. That Gil's kind of disappointing if I'm being honest with you. Now let's go a little bit further to our next location. Keep using Fire, and keep using whatever you want to use for Guy. You're getting Fire level 2 if you really wanted to, or should I say level 3. It's pretty damn easy to level up. So don't worry about dying anytime soon, because these enemies are pretty easy to beat. But I believe there is a tough enemy in the coming area, so just be very cautious of that enemy. Because I know that enemy's going to kick my fucking ass if I haven't got enough HP, whatever at this point. And Furion's HP, or should I say his intellect goes up by 1, and that's all the stat bonuses we're going to get, huh? This part right here is going to become very important later. Because when we get that canoe, we can actually make that progress. Let's use some Fire too. Kaboom, take that. And I'll definitely work on Cure level 3 very soon. But at the moment, I think I'm doing pretty good with that. And I'm going to give all of my party members Cure as well, by the way. That could be a dangerous area. I'm not exactly sure, but going into that place is kind of useless. But I'll take whatever I can actually take. So use Fire. And use Fire too. And just do it that way, I suppose. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're using your magic, leveling up your stats. Yeah, as I say, you're going to be pretty damn strong towards the end of the game. So work on it nice and early. I should be working on Maria's weapon, because she's the only one that you can actually level up at the moment with her weapons. You can stop by here if you really wanted to, but I don't really think there's anything of any importance. Not that I remember. Yeah, is there like a fast forward button? Because I kind of want to make this a little bit faster, man. Don't think you can. There's only like a auto battle, I'm assuming that's what that is. Use that Fire! Because Fire 1 to your face. And you're going to get a Thunder 1. Which is called Thunder in your normal Final Fantasies. And Maria's HP goes up by 5. You definitely need that HP. You need a lot more than that. So let's stop in this town, which is called Kateri. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's the way I say it. You don't like the way I say it, then that's fine and dandy, I suppose. I'm not going to criticize you. Just leave the video and don't come back. That's all I can literally tell you. So I've got javelins, which I might buy a javelin. A javelin and an axe. And I'll give that to Farian, because he can't exactly work on his weapon, I don't think, at this point. So I can give him an axe. But it takes our stats down, that's the worst. Like, his attack goes up by 2, but his accuracy and his evasion goes down. Like, is there any sense of changing your weapons at this point? Like, I could be buying armor that's better than that. But I don't think you can actually buy armor yet, can you? Yeah, you can. It's got the shield. My bad. So let's get ourselves some fucking armor here. I don't think I can exactly buy any at this stage. Like, you buy a leather cap. I can only buy one for my team member. And I definitely give it to Farron, or however you say his name. Because I ain't no good at saying those kind of things. You got arms and your head. And I suppose working on those kind of things as well is going to give you stat bonuses as well. And I don't even think I've got enough to stay at the inn, so I better earn a little bit more cash before we go back to the inn. Like I said, it's pretty easy. Like, it's a beginner-friendly Final Fantasy, if you know what you're doing, that is. And do I know what I'm doing in Final Fantasy 2? Of course I do. But we're gonna go back to town. That's Fire 2. Take that to your face. And Thunder 1 should almost be leveled up, I'm assuming. And speaking of that, they're both leveled up at the same time. That's great, man. Gonna work on those weapons ASAP. And Furion's HP goes up by 11. And Guy's HP goes up by 16. And his MP goes up by 8. And his magic goes up by 1. I say, very good stats at this stage. Like, maybe I should stay very close to the inn. But I get into that stage where I can't exactly use my magic because I'm running out of it. Running out of MP very fast. Should I work on Fire 2? Thunder 2. Let's work on Thunder 2 at this stage. And we work on Cure. And use that Fire 2 again. And there's Thundara in logical terms, huh? Of Final Fantasy. But they call it Lightning 2 in this game, which is okay. Don't blame them for doing that. There you go. The battle is over. Nice and easy. And Maria's HP goes up by 7. I really need her HP to go up even more than it actually is. So I definitely gotta buy some armor and all that kind of stuff as well. Like, all that stuff's definitely gonna help us. We're gonna get Cure free off the bat, huh? It's gonna make my situation a little bit easier when it comes to our healers. Because Maria, I think she never leaves your party, but I'm not exactly sure if Guy leaves our party, but yeah, some of our team members are not very permanent. Because in this game, death is like a huge thing in this game. That's all I'm going to say without spoiling too much. Because when I was saying it, I was realising to myself, yeah, should I say too much? But yeah, death is very common in this game. And Guy's strength goes up by 1. I should be able to go back to the inn right now, so let's go back to the inn. So I can't exactly use any magic for her at the moment, which kind of sucks. Lightning 2, and I'll use Fire 2. And that didn't exactly do anything. Yeah, my weapons are kind of weak at this stage. But I'm probably going to use my magic in this game. We'll definitely see, I suppose. Like, Maria's probably my weakest team member at the moment. Especially when it comes to HP. But it's all good, man. We can work on it. And MP goes up again. Nice. That goes up by 9. And magic goes up by 1. And magic defense goes up by 1%. Not bad if I say so myself, huh? And I definitely need a bathroom break in a few moments. But let me stop in the inn. Okay, the controller is playing up again. That's a very fantastic move right there. Can you stop doing that? So I can continue with the game? No? There we go. Maybe I can use my controller again. Nice. Let's get into the inn. And let's heal up. And I'll take my break and I'll be right back. pleasant dreams. Definitely will enjoy my pleasant dreams. So I've got to find Leon through our journey, huh? Anyway, guys, I'll be right back because it's a bathroom break. So I'll see you guys on the flip side. And I have returned once again, so before we actually continue again, I better make sure that my audio's not crackling and my voice is not too soft or the audio's too loud. Well, I'll definitely test it, so give me a few seconds and I'll be right back. Well, it sounded pretty good to me, and I definitely gotta ban this person, cause fuck cheap viewers, get the fuck out of here with that fucking garbage, man. It's never great when you get that kind of spam in your fucking chat. I don't know how many times I gotta say that, but unfortunately, is there anything I could do about that? I don't think there is. Like, if only Twitch would actually get rid of those kind of people, it would be fantastic, wouldn't it? I could go and buy another magic spell. Maybe I should go back to our first town and get ourselves a, another spell for one of our team members here that actually deserve it. So, Lightning 2, Cure 2, and Fire 2. Because by the time Guy's going, he's going to have Fire 3 very soon. I think level 2 spells take a lot longer. And all the above ones, yeah, take a lot more. And there goes that MP, man! As I say, I need that HP for Maria. And hopefully when she gets that stat, it goes up by a bit. Because if you don't, yeah, it's not going to help my situation, is it? I'm going to use Cure. And I'm going to use Fire 2 again. So Guy's first in to take that damage. Nice. And we get 37 gil. As I say, any kind of gil at this stage is good. So make sure to buy your magic and some armor. I probably don't have enough for armor, but definitely enough for a magic spell. We go Fire 2. So who's going to level up first with their magic? I'm assuming it's going to be Guy, because he's been using Fire 2 quite a lot. But then again, I could be wrong. Now we use our magic again. Make sure to hit Maria, huh? So she'll get that HP there. Because I don't exactly know how HP levels up in this game. It's just one thing I can never truly understand with that kind of mechanic. Alright, so let's go back and get ourselves that magic spell that we rightfully deserve. So how much does Guy need before Fire 3, huh? A little bit. That's always great to know. And Furion? It's about equal with both of his spells at this stage, so it doesn't matter. Cure 2's got quite a bit yet. So we got enough for one more spell, so let's give a Thunder Tomb. I'll give that to Guy. That could be his next spell he can actually learn. We give that to you. Yes. Keep pressing no, which is never going to help the situation, is it? Have I got enough for any armor? I may have enough for a leather cap. So where exactly is the armor place in this town? So I can't exactly tell where that is. And did I mention I love the music in this game? Like it's got that most epic music for a Final Fantasy, man. Definitely got more action in this game than the original Final Fantasy. Because Final Fantasy is very bland for its story. So I got a leather cap. I could possibly get 2 at this stage. I'll give it to Guy and Maria, which is always great. They definitely need those stat bonuses. Well, it's a good thing she's got clothes on, huh? That's always great. We've got ourselves a leather cap. But look at his fucking accuracy, man. 72. His attack's 24, but defense is very low. Like, you need your armor. But unfortunately, I don't have enough for armor. That kind of sucks at this stage. Because armor's pretty vital, isn't it? I don't even know how defense works either. On how you level that up. If I knew how to do it, then I would actually do it, man. So we go Thunder 2, use Cure, and we'll use Thunder. Until I can give myself some more magic spells. Definitely gotta save up enough money to grind at this point. There we go. Take that. Take that, you son of a bitch. That son of a bitch is down. He's down, but is he out at this stage? Yes, he is. So I'm gonna keep using that magic until we level it up. It's gonna take forever, but that's just the way she goes, I think. Guy's got a little bit, so I can use fire level 2. And we'll use some thunder! Take some thunder to the face! And hopefully she gets some HP out of that. I doubt it. But hey, you can only wish. And she's gonna take some damage, and that's definitely gonna give us some HP stats, hopefully. Use Cure, and we'll use Fire 2 if you can use it in time. Which he's definitely going to use it in time because I use Cure. And Cure's pretty decent at this point. So take Fire 2 to your face, and the battle is over. So Furion, his MP goes up by 10, Intellect goes up by 1, his magic defense goes up by 1%. His magic goes up by 1% as well. Or 1 stats, whatever you want to call it. I'm no good with that stuff, man. You ask me about stats like that. We're going to use Cure 2, and we're going to use Fire 2, because I believe Guy's pretty close to leveling up. We're going to level 3 as fast as we can. So let's go Fire 2, hit these enemies down. There you go, way too easy. Use our weapons again in case you don't survive. Maybe we might get to attack again with magic. Unfortunately, no, we don't. And the battle is over. And Guy's fire level goes up to level 3. And Maria finally gets a 5 HP boost. And she gets an 8 MP boost, and she gets magic goes up by 1, and magic defense goes up by 1%. Definitely need the HP, but as for the rest of the stats, well, it's vital, I suppose. It's vital for our success. Now I can start using thunder again. I could possibly go to the next area, but as I say, I want to work on my magics. It doesn't really matter at this point. And Furion's HP goes up by 11. And Guy's goes up by about 22. Are you serious? How come he gets the big stats increases? And when it comes to Maria, she gets jack crap. That's kind of disappointing if I say so myself. But hey, I suppose I really can't complain about it too much. There's Cure 2. Gotta buy those magic spells. Maybe I should earn some more money before I start doing this, but I play the way I want to play. If you don't like the way I play, then why the fuck you watching the live stream, right? Don't waste my time. Because I do things my way. If you don't like how I do things, well, just piss off. Like, I'm just going to be as blunt as I possibly can be. Alright, so let's go and get ourselves, we can't get magic in this area, can we? But we can get ourselves some armor. So let's get this armor as good as you can. So what exactly can I buy? Leather armor. I can give that to Maria. And they got the leather gloves. And I could buy 3 of those, but it's going to leave me less on kill. So leather gloves takes our defense up by 1, and magic defense goes up to 26%. But with the down point about that, our invasion's going to go down by 4, and magic interference goes down by... Okay, it goes up by... What? How does that make sense? Okay. I thought that would have helped us. But the worst thing about that, it's going to take our invasion down, which kind of sucks. But hey, you need your defense, right? You definitely need your defense over anything else. Like as I say, this game can be pretty damn confusing on know how to level up and lose stats and gain stats. But hey, it's a good game, I'm telling ya. Just don't let any bad reviews of this game make your judgment any differently. There you go. If the words want to come out properly, it might actually help, right? Because we're quickly learning our magic, we're using our weapons and our armors, which is why it's great to get those stat increases as fast as you possibly can. But that sword was fucking weak, man. Why was that a weak shot? Because you're in the back row. Should I bring you in the front row there, Maria? Maybe I should. There you go. She should get some weapon experience, which she does. She's almost going to level up. And Fury and Strength goes up by 1. And that's all the stat bonuses we're going to get, I see. I'm sure there's going to be tougher enemies out there. Because I swear there was tough enemies in this area. I just haven't come across it just yet. Which is a little bit disappointing in my honest opinion. I definitely would say Thunder 2, Fire 2, and all that kind of magic that's at level 2 at this stage is pretty decent to go to the next area, but you know me, I've got a fucking grind, man. I'm a grinder. It's just the way I work, man. I'm gonna save just on the safe side. Yes, I played the game before and I played 7 hours. Damn. It's my last playthrough of the game. Just don't go to an area we're just going to get overwhelmed by stronger enemies. That's the thing that I'm kind of concerned about. And that's why I've got to save on the odd occasion, just in case you don't. And that's not going to hurt me, dude. But it's seriously not going to hurt my situation. But that's going to hurt you, though. Now let's start using our weapons again to get some more experience and hopefully some more stat bonuses. And they flee like cowards. So Furion and Guy's both level up at the same time, huh? So Furion's magic is 1 level ahead. Okay, very interesting. I still don't have enough to buy any more magics, which is kind of a disappointment. Fire 2, and we got to work on Cure 2 again. Now we're going to do our level 2 magics again. So guys, definitely getting up there again. With magic, which is always great. And And I definitely need to buy some Cure, because I believe Cure was cheaper, wasn't it? At the Black Magic store. So maybe I should get those and work on our magic for our other characters. Just in case we don't have a full team. But Maria's Cure gets to level 3. So let's go back. I was going to go up and face a stronger enemy, but at this stage, I'll just do it this way, I suppose. Definitely need to work on our stats, man. I know I should be doing this stuff off air, but I'm going to do it on air at the moment. Damn, fire free! This guy is going to be so fucking strong. So you go there, guy. He's the man of the hour. I'll take the rest of these enemies down as fast as I possibly can, hopefully. But I'm going to struggle, man. Definitely got to work on those kind of strength and weaknesses. Because at the moment, yeah, I've got a very bad status effects. We are poisoned at this stage. And Maria's sword and shield also gains a level. Her evasion goes up by 10%. Okay. That 10% is definitely going to become very important, isn't it? And Maria can't use any magic at the moment. So I'm going to use Furion and we're going to use Guy's magic. Okay then, I can definitely do that. And we missed our attacks! Come on now, Maria! We need a stat boost to make yourself even more stronger to our cause, huh? So take that fire 2 to your face and we'll use our normal attacks again. Way too easy! I need a stat boost, so please give me one. Nope, definitely not. Gotta say, I'm very disappointed, man. Okay, we made it to Finn. So, I made it to the wrong area. God dang it, man. Love when you go in the wrong areas. Like, I still want to work on my magic a little bit. Like, I now know what I can do now. I can definitely work on our HP, nice. She gets 5% again. The strength goes up by 8 by Guy, I should say. It's not a she, Guy's not a she. Guy's a he, man. Okay, I'll keep using this magic until such time we run out of magic, which is going to be very soon for 2 of my team members. But as for Guy, he's back in that MP at this stage. Now let's knock these enemies down. There you go. We're too easy. Love it. Furion's HP goes up by 11. And Guy's HP goes up by another huge amount. Like, seriously, dude. Why does he get all the stat bonuses, man? Poor Maria, she misses out. Oh shit. These are probably the enemies that's gonna kill me, man. Let's just hope that's not the case. Maybe it is. Yeah, we're out of here, man. We're gonna flee. We're dead. Game over! And I lost a little bit of progress there. Start from recent game save. Thank God for autosaves though. That autosave just saved my fucking life because I thought I had to go back to my last save, but thank God for that we didn't have to. And strength goes up by that amount right there. So we're going to use some magic. Yes, we are. Use some magic this time around. I'm not going to let that get me down at this point. I'm definitely going to end this soon, I think. Because about an hour's episode seems pretty good to me. And there goes her stat bonuses. And please don't run into those enemies again. Because you see what I mean with these games sometimes? You go into an area, and you get strong enemies like that, they'll fucking wipe you out every time. Well, that's just the way it goes in these older Final Fantasy games. Like, take the risk sometimes, because sometimes you take the risk, and you get yourself a lot of experience points, to be honest. But this time around, that's not the case. And there's our stat bonuses that we lost. Definitely going to do another quick save here. Because I've got to go back down and buy some magics. And I think off air, I may definitely grind off air, to be honest with you. Because it'll probably make the situation a little bit easier, so I don't always have to grind on air. Unless you guys want to see me grind on air, I'll let you guys decide that for yourselves. But by the time this goes up on YouTube, well, I would have made my decision, right? Because I do find grinding to be tedious, but at the same time, it's very vital, isn't it? It's vital for your success through these games. Okay, so where exactly am I? I think I'm in the right area. Yeah, I don't know about these enemies. Are they strong enemies or are they weak? Because they could be strong enemies. Yeah, they way too strong. Why, man? Why am I in an area where the enemies are so strong? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm definitely going to end it here, because Why, man? Why every time? Go back to the title screen and load my last save, actually. That's what I'm actually going to do. I'll definitely grind off air, man. It's a good thing I saved. Maybe don't go down there. That might be the worst thing. So I'll take this path down here, but maybe we can't take that path. Why are those enemies so strong? I don't completely understand it. Because it seems like it's like an area that's safe, but it's not really that safe. But just go that way, you should be safer that way. Like, I kind of wanted to make it to Finn, and just do a little bit more story right there, but yeah, I don't know if that's going to be the case this time around. That's 2 game overs because of enemies where they are pretty damn strong. So never fall into those kind of traps, huh? Because 2 strong enemies can be the death of us. Like, I bet you if I grind enough, I could definitely take that enemy down. But yeah, I'm definitely not strong enough yet. I wish I was strong enough, but unfortunately, yeah, not strong enough. But I think in the next part, we'll definitely go to Finn, and we'll continue the story, because I kind of want to grind off air to make my characters a little bit stronger, and get all of the spells and all that kind of stuff. Like I normally do within the LP, because you guys probably don't want to see me grinding like this. Because yeah, grinding can be very time consuming, let's just say that much, huh? But it's vital parts like that that actually get you through the game. So just don't complain about it. That's what I'm going to tell myself. Because I've done enough progress to say, yeah, I've done enough progress. Evasion, 1%. Magic defense doesn't get any, but agility goes up by 1. I was going to say 7, but no, it's 1, man. So, is this a good place to end it? I think it might be a good place to end it. Like, if you guys don't like the way I'm doing it, just don't watch the video, man. About an hour episode of Final Fantasy 2 with commentary seems good enough for me. So, we got ourselves that. So, Thunder and Blizzard. Well, I could go Thunder for Marie. And I'll get Cure off air, but I'm going to get myself at least up to level 3 with my magics. That's what I'm planning on doing whenever I do Final Fantasy 2 next. because I'm only doing Final Fantasy 2 right now because, yeah, I did a stupid thing with DKC 2, so I've got to get back up to Gloomy Gulch again because I didn't save, which kind of sucks, and I don't have enough to heal. Well, that kind of sucks. Anyway, guys, I'm Dark Knight 1987, the Lone Wolf, and I'm signing out for now. So, in the next part, we're going to make our way to Finn, and I'm definitely going to continue with the story, but in the meantime, I'm going to go off air over time and grind my characters and get every spell at the moment. Like Cure for my other boy team members, and yeah, just every spell in the game. Now, not every spell in the game, but every spell this far I'm definitely going to get. So, I'll see you guys next time when I do some Final Fantasy 2, whenever that's going to be. Perhaps after Luigi Misadventures 5 or 6. We'll definitely decide that. But I'll see you guys next time when I do some more Final Fantasy 2 Pixel Remastered version.